incredibly well. Dave.
Then let's go for it. We're ready to head to it. It's the qualifying showdown.
Well, here we go. Lights illuminating on the
I'm ready
start
for this
line.
one. Rovanperä and Wiecek, two identical Supras. Three-time European Drift champion goes up against two-time WRC Rally champion in the dark in Hungary. Ian, this one's going to be fireworks.
This is going to be fireworks, Dave. Rovanperä looks dialed. He knows who he's sitting alongside. He gives a fist bump to our start line marshal, Marcin. Two identical Toyota 890 Supras. And Wiecek will want this one more than ever. He wants those championship points. Rovanperä's here on borrowed time. He just wants to have some fun. Wiecek gets ready, tests the handbrake, puts the anti-lag on, gets ready on the radio to the spotter. We wait for our thumbs up from our start line marshal, Marcin. And here we go, he gives the nod to both the drivers. Thumbs up all round, cars slot into gear. They wait for the green light, and it is go. Wiecek to lead out Kalle Rovanperä for the first battle in our qualifying showdown. Here we go, Wiecek fires it in. Oh, Rovanperä way on the inside, loses lots of ground already. As Wiecek now starts to lay down that 97 qualifying run. As he puts the back bumper to the wall, Rovanperä nowhere in this fight. Wiecek sticks into the wall once again, fires through, looks for that final outside zone, and across the line, and shows Rovanperä who he's really up against. Well, there we go, as flames are up for the back of Peter Wiecek's car, and Wiecek starts to scrub the tyres already as he comes round back towards the start line. You can see here where Rovanperä went wrong. Look at the initiation, mistimed it, misjudged it, had it himself on the handbrake for a long time, lost some ground, and then just could not claw it back. And you give Peter Wiecek...
Think of two things you don't have in a rally car. A car in front of you and smoke.
Yes.
And that is a tough thing when you have no practice over a year, is that you're chasing through the lights, through the smoke, and you've got a car at proximity where obviously we know Rovanperä's car control is second to none, but you've got to adapt to another driver now, and that's where you got to get that, you know, a little bit of, as I would say, ring rust for Rovanperä, where Wiecek's done plenty of battles this year, more than anybody probably in training, and that's just a little bit of an advantage. You see Rovanperä dove in, but it didn't quite work out for him.
No, just couldn't hold on to it. And as soon as he gave Wiecek that little bit of advantage, there was no way, and you can't let Wiecek get away. The car is so fast.
No, Wiecek will be starting the next event by the time you finish this one if you let him get too far. So Wiecek's now in the chase, Rovanperä's in the lead. We know Rovanperä's got a great lead. We know he's the top 4 qualifier. So Wiecek can now stretch the legs on the Supra and see how it is in the chase, because if his car is that hooked up and fast, he might have the same problem as Rovanperä diving to the inside here because the car just wants to shoot forward. Let's see, it's a nice little tester for tomorrow here.
Yeah, look at the bright lights in the front of Rovanperä's car. They are so bright, it's unbelievable. Now, Rovanperä starts to lead them out, dials on the angle, but there's no shaking Wiecek. He looks through the smoke down onto the side as Kalle Rovanperä goes for the wall. Wiecek looks for the door, parks himself right up on the inside. They transition. It was dangerous from Wiecek. He couldn't see where he was going. They fire through the smoke across the line.
I'll tell you what, that was a little, for me, too dangerous for a qualifying showdown. But Wiecek, he's been in the wars in Riga in the showdown, and again, here, I think there's no question that was the better chase run of the two. And I gotta say, there was a moment there when we saw Rovanperä go around the corner with Wiecek behind him and said, isn't this cool to watch?
Yes.
Very cool. Two complete champions of their own discipline going head-to-head in almost identical machinery.
Yeah, for me, Wiecek done an incredible job in the chase. I think this is just going to give us a little bit of insight. For you guys watching at home, you're going to see what's going to go down tomorrow as we go under the lights here in Hungary for round 5 finals. Dave, we're going to get treated to more because our top 32 qualifiers go out this evening for night practice ahead for tomorrow. So they get some night practice twin battles so they know what they're up against.
Yeah.
But you guys at home won't get to watch that.
No, but you're getting a taster right now, the best of the best.
You're getting one little taste, so get 3 battles.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, for me, with Rovanperä, he's going to eat this practice up because everyone he does, he's going to start learning and learning, and that guy is a sponge. He's going to take it all in, and watch him tomorrow because he will learn a lot tonight. Especially going up against Wiecek, he gets almost a doesn't matter battle here. He's not in the championship, he doesn't care, but he's getting up against the best in the business there, and he's starting to learn where he's at, and he will learn. That's the thing about Rovanperä. He's going to take that in, he's going to sit in his trailer, he's going to watch those runs over, he's going to make those corrections because he has that talent. But it is Peter Wiecek getting the win and going to the qualifying showdown final, and that is a well-earned victory with a very risky chase run. but he did not want Rovanperä to come into his turf and take him down that easily.
No, he didn't, Dave. And you know what? It was a brave move from Wiecek to put himself up the inside before that transition. It paid off for him, but how many more times can you keep doing that? I don't know. We're going to find out tomorrow. He is so happy.
Yeah, Piotr Wiecek very happy with that one. And I'll tell you what, that was a great chase. And I'll tell you what, that would have put a shiver in the spine of anybody going up against Wiecek tomorrow if he's got that much aggression dialed into that thing, and he's really managing it. You can see Peter, he wants this car to just work with him this year. He's had moments of I mean, this is a guy who's gone out in top 32 battles, but yet qualified first. So it's just been trying to get that consistency and reliability into that car. And now, towards the end of the season, when it really matters, heading into his home event in Poland, is he getting there? And I tell you what, tomorrow will be a big telltale for that.
It certainly will, Dave. We're going to find out. And you know what? The way he's looking, the form he's on, the way the car's driving, you can't say that Wiecek won't be on the top step of the podium by the end of tomorrow.
No. I'll tell you what, and now here's two guys as well on the start line that are on form this weekend. Kuba Przygonski, what a qualifying set of runs he's done. James Deane couldn't out-qualify Kuba Przygonski, so this is James Deane trying to gain points back, but he's going up against a Kuba Przygonski who's never looked this comfortable at any round I've seen him. He looks like he's got this track dialed. So James Deane's going to have to bring his A game into that first corner now as they come off the line.
Yeah, they certainly are. So they get the thumbs up all around. They wait for the light to go green. Przygonski's on rails this weekend here in Hungary. Can James Deane derail that train? The Polish train comes off the line, through the gears, down. Deane jumps onto the back bumper, initiates into it, into the door, looks for the side. That GR86 now matches the angle, matches the transition. Deane doesn't want to get too close, too dangerous. Oh, goes for the front wheel, does James Deane. Now starts to apply the pressure to Kuba Przygonski as they come through the alley. Deane transitions before Przygonski, but loses a little ground as Przygonski goes right to the edge of the circuit.
Oh. It's edgier, Steve. When you see tandem battles on this track, it is hard to watch.
I forgot how dangerous the twin battles are.
I'll tell you what, Deane tried to do what Wiecek did, but it didn't work. He did it a little too early.
Yeah.
And had to kind of dial some angle out of the car. Kuba looking on rails. I mean, every run.
So consistent.
Kuba set this thing on autopilot, and it's very tough to beat.
It's just driving itself around here.
Watch this. Deane goes for the aggressive transition here, but this transition's quicker from Deane in the chase. Gets right up then up onto the front. Look at this big dive from James Deane here as he goes up onto the door. But this is where he tries to have that very snappy transition in the chase position. Watch this. Goes very early, earlier than the lead car if I'm not mistaken. Up the same time, and then goes up the inside, and now kind of just has to dial a little bit of angle to catch Kuba there. Only place you could probably draw a couple of points away from Deane. Everywhere else was flawless. So now Kuba Przygonski, who I will say is not known for overly aggressing in the chase position, has to. He's up against the master here, the championship leader, hunting more points in the championship. Deane goes through the gears. Kuba Przygonski fires in on the door, and he fires in close. Kuba feeling that this could be his weekend, but he goes shallow there, and a very late transition from Kuba. He's going to lose ground, but he fires through, and it's good. From Deane, it's good from Kuba, and they're right up on the door. Contact, I think, between the two as Kuba touches the door. And look at this. Oh, big transition from Kuba Przygonski. Goes late, goes wide, and he's up on the door, and now he's asking questions of James Deane. But Kuba Przygonski was not there as a camera car in that one. He came to win the battle, and that is a big run from him. Big statement. #1 qualifier, and has put a real question mark on James Deane here. And Laurie Heine and Dwayne McKeever doing backflips in the paddock. Kuba Przygonski t-shirts on, Polish hats.
Polish hats.
Yeah, say
the flags
let's
are waving.
Go.
I don't even know.
It's a very close one. There was moments for me where Deane was far more, like here, Deane was better, I think. Kuba then dives in. From here on, Kuba, that first section wasn't as good as Deane for me. The second section was better. That's where I'm at. This dive from Kuba, look at this, straight down. That's very brave. Down the inside.
Down the inside.
But he follows the lead car. He goes with the lead car instead of cutting the track. Oh, but the Deane, to me, on the first half of the course was a little bit better. This is just a qualifying showdown, folks. Tomorrow, it really matters. There's trophies and things for this. And podiums and champagne and do or die. Championships on the line. Join us.
Where you are. It's hard to predict where you are.
So Deane's saying there, it's hard to predict where you are. It's hard to know where you are on the track. I don't doubt it. It's a lot of smoke, a lot of trees, a lot of lights.
I'm not surprised.
Kuba, look at that. Smiles all around. Very happy with his performance. Wiecek #1 qualifier, but Przygonski sitting very close to that. Let's see what happens here. Oh! There we go. Kuba Przygonski gets the win, and James Deane doesn't get as many championship points as he would like. He can still get a ton tomorrow, and this might not matter at all. But that is a big statement.
That's a big statement.
Kuba Przygonski takes down Deane. Revenge for Mondello in the showdown. And that's 2 top 4 qualifying for Kuba Przygonski in the last couple of rounds.
Yep.
I'm telling you, tomorrow's going to be a tough one. Really tough.
I tell you who's going to be tough for? Our judges.
Yeah.
They got a hard
Good
day
thing we're
in the
not
office.
judged.
Yeah.
Good thing we're cool. And we're going to go down onto the track. James Deane is with Becky Evans, losing out in the showdown as Kuba prepares for the final, but it looks really tough to know where you are on the track out there, Becky. It is knife edge.
Absolutely, Dave. James, it absolutely looks like it's on a knife edge. Coming through outer zone 4 there, it's so easy to get lost, and those transitions timed perfectly, but it's all so close at this point.
Yeah, it's really challenging to go from day practice straight into night battles after qualifying, especially when all your references change. So I, to be honest, didn't fully trust exactly where I was positioned on the track until it was kind of too late. So I was kind of holding myself back and not being free with the car. So it's definitely going to be challenging tomorrow night as well, but that was some great, extra practice, and I'm happy with it.
Any words of wisdom for the drivers as they go into top 32 tomorrow? I mean, what can you say? As the night comes in, it completely changes this place.
Best of luck.
Well, there you go. There you have it, guys. James Deane losing out to Kuba Przygonski there. Guys, we've got one more battle of the evening. I can't wait to see it.
Oh, you can't wait, Becky. I don't know how much energy we've got left in this one. We've seen the ups, the downs, the sideways everywhere today, and it's been a great story.
The funniest part of the whole interview from Becky and James was Becky saying to James, any advice? Good luck from James. Good luck, because James is like, I don't know what to do.
You're on your own.
If I don't know what to do, then just try your best, I guess.
James, I'll tell you what, he'd be happy with that. Extra points in the championship for the top 4 in qualifying. A couple of extra points for being in the showdown. And no major damage done to the car, and it's ready to rock and roll for some night practice later on. And he'll be definitely, I think, learning through that. You see James Deane tomorrow and you'll go, oh, he's definitely not like he was last night. Remember, none of these drivers have driven in the dark. And as James said, reference points all change, the grip levels change, the lighting changes. You're looking at lights through the smoke. Difficult to drive. So we have one more qualifying showdown battle to go, and that will be between Kuba Przygonski and Piotr, 2 Polish drivers who, to me, I'm going to let you in on it, have been the best all day.
They have been the best all day.
In my opinion, and also in the scoreboard. So they are going to get maximum point. I mean, I'll tell you one thing about Kuba Przygonski. Turned up a lot of aggression there. Didn't expect that big aggression from him on James Deane.
No.
And I think that was what was missing from him the last couple of rounds. He's a pinpoint driver, probably one of the best in the world right now, but just didn't want to go to that place where he was a little uncomfortable. I think he knew Deane was going to be pretty solid. He took the chance, and it paid off.
It did pay off, and you know what? I think Przygonski's learned that unless you are that 10% more aggressive in that chase when it comes to these qualifying showdown battles, or even in the top 32, you have to turn it up a little bit more. You know, that qualifying run setup, that qualifying run mindset isn't enough. You have to go further than you've gone before all day to get that win.
Absolutely. So, and the date is still going on. These two, they're heading to the cinema afterwards. I think it's all going well. Yeah. Love it first drift.
No, I like it.
Yeah. Hungarian fans having a great time. This guy's like, I've been here for a long time. I'm very sunburnt, but I want to see who wins between Piotr Wiecek and Kuba Przygonski, like we all do. Sunglasses have gone from the eyes to the top of the head.
Yeah.
And let's see which way it goes. We've got the 2 guys changing fuel and tires at the moment, back out for those 2 runs. And then, of course, we will see you guys tomorrow. Look at these guys, pumped up, ready to go. Very excited.
Grandstand almost still full after a full day of drifting. They've been in the door since 9 a.m. this morning.
Oh, so we're going to go down to Becky. She is with Piotr Wiecek. He is getting his car prepared for the final. It's all going to plan so far, Becky.
Absolutely, Dave. It's all going to plan for Piotr Wiecek. After a difficult year, Peter, you seem to have got this car dialed.
Yeah, it's definitely performing better than ever, and we are very happy about it. I felt really good in this car in Riga already, but back then it was quite unfortunate with the tire debit. But here, we won the qualification 2nd time in a row. It feels unbelievable, but still, we need to focus on the next goal, which is battle Kuba. So first we're gonna lead, and then we're gonna chase. That's the plan.
Everybody anybody that follows you on social has seen that you've been really putting the hours into developing this car. I mean, how many laps do you reckon you've done around a test track in this thing?
Honestly, I'm still impressed that this actually car holds its wheels so well, because we've been driven in quite hard. And yeah, it's paying off, it looks like, and fingers crossed we're gonna finally score some good achievement. We'll have some good achievement during this competition.
Okay, Peter, good luck in your final qualifying showdown battle. Have fun.
Yeah, he looks happy. And again, you know, we sometimes he's down the order in the championship. Remember, he had a shut off in the car in Finland. You know, things didn't go to plan for the first couple of rounds. However, he's just qualified first 2 rounds in a row. So if that's anything to go by, Wiecek's back. And he's back in business. And as you can see, he is warming up the tires on this Toyota Supra. And it's amazing. I was just thinking, the 2 most modern Toyota chassis head-to-head on the grid. So
yeah.
just go 6 years ago, these 2 cars didn't even exist.
No.
So when we were here in Hungary, the Supra and any GR80 had never been released. So this is to show that modern chassis, I mean, you're talking, what, a 2021 car against a 2022 or 3 car in the final of the showdown. Cool to see how far drifting's come on these modern chassis, which, again, remember, these teams are taking them with they have to figure them out themselves. So that's why Wiecek spent so long working on it. I mean, the GR86, kind of a body swap on the GT86, so a lot of work has been done, but it's got to show. I mean, we're all concerned, probably for Wiecek, thinking, does the new Supra have what it takes? Well, today, he's proved that.
He certainly has. He proved it in Riga by qualifying first, and he's proved it here tonight. And if you can win the qualifying showdown, I'm telling you now, he's setting himself up for a big win tomorrow here, because if he can take down Przygonski, he looks unstoppable, Dave.
Yeah, full carbon fiber GR86 with almost 1,000 horsepower. That's a real sentence you wouldn't have heard 6 years ago. But right now, Jakub Przygonski does sit in that very mean machine, sitting beside Wiecek, also trading off probably over 1,000 horsepower in that Toyota Supra. And they have all the grip dialed up to 11 now, because they are ready to go. 2 Polish drivers ready to put on a show here at the end of the showdown. It is for maximum points today in qualifying. Will Wiecek get back up the order? Will Jakub Przygonski prove unbeatable today? Well, let's see what happens as both of these guys come off the line. Into gear we go, and this is going to be close. We know this is only for, let's say, bragging rights, but it's a lot of bragging rights on the line. Wiecek in the lead, Przygonski in the chase. Looks like we are good to go. Last runs of the night. Wiecek in the lead, going through the gears, and Przygonski starting to chew up at that back bumper as they come into that first corner. Look at this, Przygonski losing a bit of ground. Look at the speed of Wiecek as he fires to the wall. Now Przygonski takes a late dive, brave dive as he goes up onto the door of Peter Wiecek. And Przygonski's coming for it now. Doesn't want to back down against Wiecek as the late transition works. But look at Peter, he's so fast as Przygonski cannot catch Peter Wiecek across the line. That was a brave dive that did not work out.
No, it didn't work out, Dave. He went for it, but he just didn't have the pace in the car, because on the transition, Peter gained almost a car length on Przygonski. Look at the speed of Wiecek's car from here, from outside zone 1. Look, applies the throttle, gone. And Przygonski really has to play catch-up. You can see him down off that qualifying line, onto the front wheel, and then through the smoke, through this transition, really makes a big dive. Look at this, almost straight there, flicks the car and says, right, let's let it wash, let's let it get to the door. And he gets to that front wheel, plays a very dangerous game, but then he's there, he's with him. But then again, on this transition, plays it very dangerous. It just doesn't work out for him, and Wiecek is absolutely gone. Yeah, look at that little dab on the foot brake from Wiecek, and he gets onto it now, gets onto the rear wheel, onto the door he goes, he's pushing Przygonski around the circuit, goes up the inside, contact as Wiecek puts his front wheel to the rear wheel of Przygonski's GR86. Now they go wheel to wheel. Oh, Wiecek absolutely playing with danger as he doors Przygonski across the line.
What was that? Oh my goodness. Wiecek knew he'd made a small error, and then he came for it all from there. Oh my goodness. Has anyone been that? No one's ever seen anyone that close in the last quarter.
Never seen anyone
Even
that
6
close.
years ago, no one's been that close. My goodness, that was a brave dive on the inside. I thought Wiecek was going to hit the wall with the front of his car on the transition. Let's break this one down as Wiecek comes in. This is a beautiful chase run so far, but he can lean on Kuba. Kuba's line is excellent in the lead run. And as they transition back, Wiecek starts to get brave here. Look, goes way too far up on the inside, gains ground, has to back up. I don't know if he did make contact. I think he got away with it, but he was on the wrong side of things, so he's got to get back into it. Now he knows he's made the error. He starts to get very aggressive, and this transition, I'm pretty sure it was scary. Watch the front of Wiecek's car. He's almost on the wall on the inside of the track. And then this, how does he hold the proximity here? Right on the door of Kuba Przygonski, across the line. Oh, that was incredible. And then big flames out of the cars, which is my favorite part, to be honest.
Oh, look at this.
He backs it off on the front brake.
No, there isn't contact. It looked like there was contact.
He backs it off on the front brake, and he gets away with it, but he loses a bit of ground, but boy, does he gain it by the end. Oh, it's good to watch. Good to watch. Wiecek's front bumper here. Look at that. He's nearly in the wall.
That's so dangerous. There's no room for error.
No. And this is going to be all day and night tomorrow, these type of battles. Look at that. Left foot brake in, tries to get himself in the pocket. I mean, like one mistake from Wiecek and that's about it. Przygonski's like, fair play. That looked pretty scary.
Yeah.
So these two will be in action tomorrow. Remember, this is just a qualifying showdown final for maximum points, but will it be Wiecek or will it be Kuba Przygonski getting maximum points today in the championship? Either way, they've had a great day, smiles all around. And the judging scores drop in. And it's Piotr Wiecek getting the win in the qualifying showdown, sitting himself #1 qualifier, winner of the showdown, and ready to take on everybody tomorrow.
Yep, he sure is, Dave. He's ready to do battle. What a way to kick off round 5.
I'll tell you what, from start to finish, that has been a roller coaster. From we started in the sunshine, finished under the lights, and it was Piotr Wiecek, unbeatable. And I'll tell you what, take nothing away from Kuba Przygonski. He's ready for a big day tomorrow if he keeps driving like that. Rovanperä improving every round, and James Deane still leading the championship. That's how things have been today, and the fans have had a great time. We're going to go down to Becky. Becky, you're with the winner of the showdown, Piotr Wiecek. Well, I'll tell you what, that was a scary last transition.
Well, guys, there you have it. Your winner of the qualifying showdown here at round 5 in Hungary. Peter, I can tell by your reaction there, this means a lot to you. It's been an up and down year, let's say. So you've got your first big win. It is the qualifying showdown, and we want to carry that into tomorrow, right?
Those 4 points mean so much to me that I never figured out that 4 points may mean so much, to be honest. I still struggle to gather all my thoughts, but it feels amazing to be here. Woo, thank you to everybody who appeared and actually celebrated with me and with everybody else, with all the drivers, because this feels amazing. Big thanks to all my crew, big thanks to everyone who's been involved in developing this car, because they know very well what they did and how many hours they spent on and sleepless nights just to make this thing running as it is. And it's running like a dream, and I cannot wait. Simply, for me, I wish it could be done tonight, you know, because 2 wins, it's perfect, you know. Let's finish the weekend. But yeah, we still need to. It's just the beginning, and yeah, it already feels amazing.
We've got to talk about that chase run. I mean, even for me watching, it was a bit of a squeaky moment as you were coming through out of zone 4 here. Were you thought to yourself, I've got this, or was it a bit of a, oh my God, I'm just holding on?
Yeah, I was caught in the second transition a bit by Kuba. I don't know if he was braking a bit, but I was too close to him at that particular moment, and I have to release and then try to regain the gap. And during the last corner, I think I managed to do it. After at least what I saw, and I'm very happy. And yeah, I just need to calm down because we need to sleep well tonight and prepare for tomorrow. So it feels amazing. It feels great, and nothing else than positive thoughts comes to my mind right now. So
that's excellent. Congratulations, Peter. We're delighted for you, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Becky. Well, I'll tell you what, all confidence rolling into tomorrow as Piotr Wiecek. It'll be all smiles, a little bit of the tension lifted, a little bit of those gremlins that he's had all year in the Supra seem to have weaned away. He's #1 qualifier. He's won the showdown. Deane is our championship leader, and Przygonski is right in the mix as well. We've seen it all today. We've had over half of our top 32 drivers, and way more, 19 drivers in the 90s in qualifying. Never seen anything like that before in Drift Masters. And now Peter Wiecek is going to have to try and not blow the car up because he's got a lot of work to do tomorrow. Here's how it stands. 12 points maximum for Peter Wiecek in the championship in the point standings today. Przygonski takes 10, Deane takes 8, Rovanperä takes 6, and Cherba, great second run for him, 4 points. Finn van Oort, Zakharov, and Heinen taking top 8 in qualifying. Heinen gets that 1 point, and it might matter all the difference as the championship race. And the big thing is, you look at their top 3 of the championship, McKeever not getting it. So let's see where we are in the championship standings. Deane could have done more damage, but he's got 296. It's still very close between Laurie Heinen and Dwayne McKeever at the top of it. And look at that, Connor Shannon just creeping up towards the 200s there as well. But it really is, to me, a 3-horse race from here, and all 3 still very much in it, because I'll tell you what, the points are much bigger tomorrow from 32, 16, 8 into the final. So that's what you're going to want to be tomorrow, to watch all the action go down, because the championship fight is on. Wiecek's coming for everybody. And I'll tell you what, let's have a look at this one more time. If you're a Drift fan, if you're a Drift Masters fan, just look everywhere here and have a look at everything that's in front of you. There are stories, and I'll tell you what, the big one is Dwayne McKeever's got to beat Connor Shanahan or his championship's over. So in order for McKeever to be in the race for 24 champion, he's got to be 23 champion. James Deane, I'll tell you one thing, he's got to go up against Kevin Pazor, last year's Rookie of the Year and the winner of round 1, where James Deane wasn't there. And then you've got to look at Laurie Heinen as well. And Laurie Heinen has to win his battle as well, because I'll tell you what, any fall here and everybody is out of it. And I'll tell you what, it's not going to be easy for any of those guys to win tomorrow, because it is absolutely stacked. We hope you guys have enjoyed all the action here from the amazing Mario Poch, because it's back with a bang. Top 32, 3:45 local time. Top 16 main event at 7:50 p.m. I've been Dave from Drift Games. That's Ian Waddington. We've been talking you through it. We're going to take a break, watch some practice. You guys will join us tomorrow. Now let's decide who's going to be in this championship race at the end of Hungary. Thanks very much, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't go anywhere.